News Panorama is a TV news magazine program that gives you the story behind the story.
It tells the stories the way they should be told by capturing the larger scale.
It deals with people's deep feelings on issues that, when brought to the fore, ultimately educates, informs and entertains.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
Budget presentation has a significant and multi-layered impact on the society, influencing everything from daily living costs and economic growth to citizen trust and political stability. Their impact is not solely based on the budget content, but also on the manner and transparency with which it is presented and implemented. A few days ago, the Cross River State Governor, Senator Bassey Edet Otu, presented a budget estimate of 780.59 billion naira for the 2026 fiscal year to the State House of Assembly, describing it as a budget of inclusive growth, aimed at consolidating the gains of its administration's People's First philosophy. This and many more are on our lineup this week. It is a must-watch. Welcome and thanks for joining me on the program News Panorama. I am Josephine Efanga. If you've just tuned in, you're watching News Panorama.
News Panorama. Capture the larger scale.
The Cross River State Governor, Senator Bassey Edet Otu, has presented the 2026 appropriation bill to the Cross River State House of Assembly. Our correspondent, Esina Wayane, reports that the proposed 2026 budget is designed to consolidate on the gains of the Governor Otu's People's First philosophy, the reports.
The 2026 budget, Christian Budget of Inclusive Growth, has 17% increase over the 2025 budget.
A budget is an estimate of income and expenditure for a set period of time. It is the amount needed or available for a purpose. Sections 108 subsection 1 and 121 subsection 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended mandates the governor to lay before the state legislature the budget estimates and appropriation bill for consideration. In line with this provision, the governor, Senator Bassey Edet, laid before the state legislature a budget size of 780.6 billion naira for the 2026 fiscal year. Governor Otu reviewed the 2025 budget performance before highlighting the 2026 budget tagged Budget of Inclusive Growth.
I stand before you with a profound sense of duty, obligation and determination to the development of our dear state, Cross River. As I present the 2026 fiscal estimates, this is my third appearance before you for this purpose in the cycle of my administration. For us as a government, we see the annual presentation of the appropriation bill beyond an administrative ritual. Rather, it is a public presentation of an audacious development blueprint, collectively drawn for the improved well-being of our people. This document, so presented, is therefore sacred to the extent of its implementation as a binding social contract between the government and the government. Mr. Speaker, recall that last year I stood in this same Harbour chambers and made a commitment that the 2025 cross-river state budget will be implemented with the spirit of shared values of stewardship and, of course, communal prosperity. This commitment was made under no illusions about the mounting challenges of the macro and microeconomic policies prevailing in the country.
Earlier in a welcome address, the Speaker, Right Honorable Albert Ayambem, enumerated the developmental strides of Governor Otu, despite the state's lean resources, making the state to stand out in the Committee of States.
Your Excellency, on behalf of the indigents and those residents in Cross River State, we thank you for your giant strides in the following areas. 1. Zero tolerance for potholes on the streets of Calabar. Approval of CONLES, consolidated legislative salary structure for the staff of the legislature whose emolument cannot be compared with the volume of work they do. Lifting the ban on employment in the state. This is a tax that has lingered for as long as necessary until the emergence.
The leader of the legislature, Right Honorable Francis Asoko, and the deputy leader, Right Honorable Davis Eta, in their comments, enumerated the benefits of budget while commending Governor Otu for the presentation that will improve the well-being of the people.
The benefits of budget can never be overemphasized. The benefits of budgeting brings financial control, prioritization, savings, reduce cost, stress, and achieving of goals. This has been captured in what you have presented to us today. I also want to stress and commend Mr. Speaker for his purposeful leadership, for his sacrificial and selfless leadership, and that today that has translated into strength, unity, and indeed cooperation in the House. The reason we have achieved so much.
The 2026 budget, Christian budget of inclusive growth, has 17% increase over the 2025 budget. The budget has 67% allocated to capital expenditure, while 33% is allocated to the recurrent expenditure.
The Cross River State government has taken significant steps towards enhancing agricultural productivity. The government recently organized a 3-day training program for operators and beneficiaries of tractor acquisition scheme. The training, which took place at Adiabo, Odukwane local government area of Cross River State, was organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Irrigation Development to reflect the improving farming methods and food production in the region. Blessing Bassey has details the report.
Reiterating the importance of the training, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Irrigation Development, Honorable Johnson Eboku, said the primary purpose of the training was to equip members of various farmer cooperatives with the essential skills needed to effectively use and maintain the new subsidized tractors that have been introduced into their practices. The Commissioner emphasized that the training was crafted to prepare participants for the effective and sustainable use of the tractors, noting that through the initiative, the state government seeks to enhance agricultural mechanization, which is critical for increasing food production and ensuring food security within the state and country at large. The Agric stated that as agriculture increasingly relies on modern technology for efficiency and higher yields, the training aims to bridge the knowledge gap and ensure that beneficiaries can maximize the potential of these machines in their farming activities.
Right now they have come, two operators. We started on Monday for the North, Central, and today the Southern Senatorial District. So what will be expected after now is that they should come and pick up their tractors. They come and then conclude their documentation, pick up the tractors, and deploy them in preparation for the next season. And even within the dry season, we expect that there will be some deployment in various farm locations. The bulk of the details is embedded in the agreements that we will be executing with the various benefiting cooperatives.
In addition, the state's project director, Project Grow, Mr. Dennis Ikpali, Director Mechanization and Irrigation, Engineer Mrs. Justina Olafo, and the representative from Bespoke Design Concept Limited, Mr. Ikpembe said farmers are expected to achieve greater efficiency, expand their farm sizes, and contribute more meaningfully to food production and food security in the state.
Tractors being used here are capable of doing between 2 hectares daily of work, given 8 hours of application.
Everything is going on smoothly, there's no problem. We are trying to see how we ensure that we know how to drive the tractor and also know how to troubleshoot.
One of the things also we've asked them to do is any issue that it is, we have a helpline that they can get to directly to the manufacturer. So any issues that the operators have, they just call us and we sort it out for them.
Some beneficiaries who participated in the training expressed their gratitude to the state government for this initiative, recognizing the importance of the tractors managed under a cooperative-based service model. The initiative is said to reflect a larger vision of modernizing agriculture and making it more productive.
It's going to help us financially because it's going to enlarge our farm.
So it's really a big deal and a big pleasure on our side to have this subsidized loan facility to enhance our productivity.
It's going to really help in boosting our productivity. It's going to provide food for the masses, for the people of Cross River State.
Some operators were of the view that the training program comprises both theoretical and practical sessions that covers key aspects of tractor operation, management, and maintenance, towards leading to improved productivity and livelihoods.
It's more comfortable to use that one than this one, but this one can be manageable in terms of you cannot get that big one.
It will help us in our communities. It helps in so many angles, even harvesting our crops.
For CRBC News Panorama, Blessing Bassey reporting.
The federal government has announced plans to introduce a new malaria prevention strategy for children under the age of 5 in southern Nigeria. The intervention is known as Perennial Malaria Chemo Prevention, PMO, and is tailored for areas with year-round rainfall and continuous malaria transmission, particularly in this southern region. This prevention strategy is to ensure that children under the age of 5 do not fall ill with malaria and also provide preventive doses at regular intervals, the report.
The federal government says it is stepping up efforts to protect children in Cross River State from malaria through ongoing nationwide prevention and treatment program. Malaria remains one of the leading causes of illness and death among children under 5 in Nigeria. According to health authorities, the government has continued to promote the use of insecticide-treated mosquito nets, testing kits, and effective anti-malarial drugs across the country as part of its long-term strategy to eliminate the disease. However, findings from some communities in Cross River State reveals that many residents are yet to feel the impact of these initiatives. In the state capital, Calabar, several mothers say they have not received mosquito net or malaria drugs from health workers. They explain that despite government claims of continuous distribution, they have not received any mosquito net or malaria medications for a while.
I use baby mosquito net for him, and I use the adult one. They should try using mosquito net to cover their child and the family at large.
Although that was something a month before last, he was sick. So when we went to maternity in our village, they said he has malaria, so we need to treat him. We use this mosquito net that they used to give us. That's what we use.
Other residents say they have neither heard nor benefited from the government's malaria intervention programs. The women appeal to the government to strengthen its malaria prevention campaign by ensuring that mosquito net and anti-malarial drugs reach households directly at the community level. They emphasize that timely distribution and consistent awareness would help reduce malaria cases among children.
Not really. For now, but I have my younger sister sent me mosquito nets. Other mothers really know that they have to take good care of their children, their babies, in terms of malaria. Personally, you can see well protected. Inside there is no mosquito because outside is well protected, and the inside net is also protected with my mosquito net. So inside is well kept well and tidy.
Health experts continue to urge families to maintain clean surroundings, clear stagnant water, and ensure that every household, especially those with children, sleeps under insecticide-treated mosquito net. They say prevention remains the most cost-effective and reliable approach to combating malaria. Meanwhile, the federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to eliminating malaria nationwide by the year 2030. It noted that with sustained investment in prevention, treatment, and community health education, the goal of a malaria-free Nigeria can become a reality. For CRBC News Panorama, Ifeoluwa Ekpita reporting.
With unemployment rate remaining high across the country, youth vocational training has become a vital pathway towards empowerment and self-reliance. In Cross River State, efforts to equip young people with practical skills are gaining momentum as both government and private initiatives seek to bridge the gap between education and employability. Yet, despite these interventions, many youth still struggle with limited access to training opportunities, funding, and mentorship. challenges that continue to hinder their full economic participation. Our correspondent has details of the report.
Across all communities, many young people continue to grapple between harsh reality of unemployment with limited white-collar opportunities. Vocational training has emerged as practical alternative, equipping youth with valuables, hands-on skill in fields such as tailoring, hairdressing, carpentry, welding, catering, and ICT. Through various skill acquisition programs, training workshops, and empowerment initiatives, many young Nigerians are discovering their potential in turning passion into profit. Meanwhile, stakeholders have emphasized the need for more investment in vocational centers, modern training equipment, and mentorship opportunities to ensure long-term impact. Encouraging young people to embrace vocational education, they say, is not just a call for employment, but a call for transformation, creativity, and innovation. One of the youths, Mr. Edet Otu, noted that if more young people learn vocational skill, it would boost economic growth and help reduce social vices such as drug abuse and idleness.
Economic boost. When more youth are self-employed, they contribute so many things in society. Reduce social divide. When youths are more employed, it reduces drugs abuse, crime, and so many things.
Another respondent, Bassey Edet stressed that acquiring vocational skill promotes self-resilience and financial independence, reducing over-independence on government and improving social at large.
When somebody is working and the person is schooling, you are working, you are schooling part-time, not full-time. So one of the how do we even resolve this problem?
Others who spoke suggested that introducing sandwich programs could provide flexibility, flexible learning opportunities for young people who are already working to have other commitments, helping them to upgrade their skill and enhance their employability.
Vocational training can help youth in so many ways, like by having their own self-defense and to realize themselves. Yes, to realize themselves that they can do this. And also, it can also help them to also improve their mindset. In the case of someone being as a student, you can also, as you're doing it, then you're still creating some impact in it. So if you say you want to stay at one place or you want to do your mind to be at one place, there's something we call mind shifting. If somebody doesn't have mind shifting, he's not able to do anything.
As other states continue to seek sustainability solutions to unemployment, vocational education stands out as a proven path to productivity, innovation, and youth employment.
That is all we have on our lineup this week. We hope to be back same time next week. Do keep a date with us. I am Josephine Efanga. For updates and engagement, follow us on our official social media handles: Facebook at CRBC, X formerly Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at CRBC Online, YouTube at CRBC New Media, WhatsApp on 090-377-87474. We look forward to connecting with you.